Ever feel like your app is just a drop in the ocean? Like no matter how great it is, it just gets lost in the sea that is the App Store. Without a big marketing budget, getting traction can seem almost impossible. But what if I told you there's a way you can compete with the giants without spending a cent on marketing? Welcome to the world of App Store optimization, or ASO. I'm Justin, and today I'm going to show you how I leverage ASO to acquire millions of installs for my game studio, which leads to hundreds of thousands of dollars per year in profit. ASO is the secret sauce that can skyrocket your app's visibility and downloads. And it all boils down to mastering these 5 pillars, which are keyword research, app icon and screenshots, ratings and reviews, game metrics, and download velocity. The first pillar is keyword research. This is the foundation of ASO. Think of it as GPS for your app, guiding users right to your doorstep. You need to find the words and phrases potential users are searching for. I dig deep into keyword tools, spy on competitors, experiment with different combinations to find the perfect keywords that balance high search volume with low competition. This makes my apps more discoverable without needing an expensive advertising campaign. In 2024, it's absolutely crucial to focus on long tail keywords, as the App Store is really cluttered with so many apps, and it's almost impossible nowadays to rank for single keywords, especially ones with high search volume. I personally use 3 tools religiously when it comes to keyword research. Those are Sensor Tower, Data.ai, and Apple Search Ads. Each of these tools has a free version and they each serve a different purpose. So I'm going to break it down for you and show you how I use each one. I like to use Sensor Tower because it's great at showing search volume as well as competition. And it also shows the top 10 competitor apps for any niche. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the store marketing tab, and then you're going to go to under App Store optimization, keyword rankings. And then here you want to select add my own search terms, and then add your app or a competitor app. Again, add my own search terms. Then we're going to scroll down to here where it says add new keyword. And for example, if we are researching keywords for a word game, we're simply going to type in word game, click save, and immediately it's going to bring up the top 10 word games on the App Store. Then we want to click on one of them, and over here, ideally you want to find a word game that is not running advertisements. So this one under advertise on any network, you can see it's active, so they are running ads. So the reason why we want to find ones that are not running ads and are also ranking high is because they are getting all of their traffic organically. Thus, they are ranking really well on the App Store. So we can get some ideas of what kind of keywords they are using. So we'll just use this one for an example. We will then go to the second tool I use called Data.ai. And what is great about this tool is, as I'll show you in a minute, we're just going to search for wordscapes. Okay, here's the iOS version. And what's great about this tool is that it will actually show you what keywords this app is ranking for. Therefore, it gives you ideas of which ones you can potentially go after. So while we wait for that to load, we can see here at the bottom, it's ranking number 1 for the term wordscapes. It's also ranking number 1 for word games, etc. So ideally, we want to go through this whole list and we want to find some gems of keywords. So for example, if we take this one, word games for free, we can copy and paste, then go back to Sensor Tower and add new keyword. We're going to paste this keyword in there, and then it's going to show you the traffic, which is really important, and it's also going to show you the difficulty, how hard it would be to rank for this particular keyword. And 9.4 is really difficult. The other important thing that I always look at is how many apps are currently optimized to rank for this keyword. So that's 40,000. And just by looking at this, I can tell you it'll be near impossible to rank for word games for free if you're just starting off and you don't have a big budget and you're trying to do it all organically. So you ideally want to find search terms that have decent traffic. I mean, anything I would say above a 1.5 2 is good to go after, as long as the difficulty is low and as long as there are not many iPhone apps ranking for that. So typically I go after ones with less than 1,000 iPhone apps ranking for them. This one's not so important because I have been able to rank new apps, even though this shows that the difficulty is high. So the most important one is this one, and if you click on the top 10, you also want to go over each one and see if they're actually optimized in their title or subtitle, if they're actually using this set of keywords. So for example, if this showed that there are only 500 iPhone apps ranking for this, and the top 10 don't even have this in their subtitle or title, then that is a good keyword to go after. Now, I want to show you the third tool that I use, and this is great for finding long tail keywords with less competition. So the only downside is that you have to have your app already on the App Store for this to work. So for example, I'm going to select one of my apps. Let's go with slots. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to select search results. Obviously we're going to select USA traffic because that is the most valuable. That's the one that we're after the most because they're more likely to spend money inside of your apps. Then we're going to click continue and we'll just enter any budget, say 50. And then you want to go down, we'll enter $1 here. And then we're going to go down to keywords and add keywords to an ad group. And this is where the magic happens. So they're actually going to recommend certain keywords to you, and these I found are really great because they are terms people are searching for, but they don't have a lot of competition. So for example, if we type in here Mr. Beast Casino, since our app is kind of related to the casino niche, it might be worth exploring. So if we go back to Sensor Tower and we add a new keyword, Mr. Beast Casino, and then you can see here it's got very good traffic, and here is a magic keyword. I mean, this is pretty great. You can see that there's only 3 iPhone apps ranking for this, and look at that traffic score. So this would definitely be a great keyword to go after. For the second pillar, let's talk about app icon and screenshots. Your app's icon is its first impression, and the screenshots tell the story. They need to be eye-catching and convey the value of your app instantly. Think of them as your sales force. The keywords get people in the door through impressions, but it is your screenshots and icon that convert those impressions and page views into customers. Personally, inside of my own apps, I have seen a 2x increase in installs just by changing out the screenshots. The way I go about deciding which style of screenshots to use is by doing competitor analysis. I basically also go again to Sensor Tower and I choose the top 10 competitors in that space, and I look for patterns of what style they are using. So we're going to jump back in my computer and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So if we look at the top 10 word games, again, we can see all the different icons, and like I said, we are looking for patterns. So what is the pattern here? They kind of all have a similar style of icon, at least the top 4 do, where they have the word in the middle, different colors. And yeah, you can see if I was going to make a word game, this is kind of the icon style I would go for. And now if you click on the analytics and we go down and check their screenshots, okay, they have an app preview video, which we will talk about in a minute. And then we just have simple screenshots of the actual gameplay. So word games are very common. Most people already know how to play them, so there's no need to show anything too crazy. Just the simple gameplay screen is fine. If we look at another one, if we're going to try find patterns here again, and we scroll down to the screenshots, again, it's just simple screenshots, no fluff, just screenshots of the actual gameplay. And if we do one more, probably this one will be exactly the same. Yeah, so just simple screenshots again. So if you're doing a word game, we know now that these type of simple screenshots are the ones that convert for who knows what reason. But if these big studios are using them, they've obviously done a lot of A/B testing, and this is what converts. Now, just a little side note on app preview videos. This is something you have to be very careful with. In my own experience, what I have seen is that if they are not done correctly and they do not create enough buzz and excitement and instill a bit of curiosity, then they can actually damage your conversion rates. So I've seen this particularly in my own games when I have added preview videos. So you want to create them the right way. Again, do some competitor analysis, see what type of preview videos they are using, but just a warning that to get really good, highly converting videos, it can be a little expensive, especially on the indie budget. So just take that with a grain of salt, and then yeah, just be careful using them when promoting your app. The third pillar in the ASO equation is ratings and reviews. Social proof can make or break your app. I always encourage happy users to leave positive reviews and ratings inside of my apps. But more importantly, I listen to feedback and make improvements. Engaging with users, fixing bugs, and adding features based on their feedback not only boosts my ratings, but it also builds a loyal community, and that is a win-win. The strategy I personally use is to show the ratings and review pop-up on the third open. Now you ask, why on the third open? Because if someone opens your app for the third time, it must mean they are getting some value from the app and they must enjoy using it. So thus they are much more likely to leave a positive review or rating. The fourth pillar we are talking about is app performance or app metrics. Keeping an eye on user engagement metrics like session length, retention rates, and crashes. This helps me understand what is working inside of the app and what needs tweaking. By constantly monitoring these metrics, I can optimize the user experience and make sure my app stays engaging and relevant. This keeps my users coming back for more, which boosts my rankings organically. App metrics are an important ranking factor in Apple's ASO equation. At the end of the day, Apple is a business which prides itself on providing a quality user experience. So it just makes sense that they are not going to rank apps or games that simply perform poorly. The fifth and final pillar of the ASO equation is download velocity. I personally leverage my social media, my email lists, and create buzz around my app's launch to generate a burst of initial installs. This initial momentum is critical for long-term success. If you are not already collecting users' emails, I would suggest you start today. Email marketing is one of the most powerful free marketing strategies you can do. Once someone gives you their email, you can connect and sell to them effectively for free. Now, if you do not have a big email list, you can use social media to run small competitions and offer some incentives to users to engage within your app. For example, you can offer free in-app purchases or a skin or something along those lines that provides them with a little bit of value, and in turn they engage with your app, and those downloads in turn give you a nice boost in terms of the ranking algorithm. Before you go, as a thank you for staying till the end to watch this video, I want to give you free access to my organic growth marketing course. Now, this is the step-by-step process of the exact strategies I use to this day to generate tens of thousands of installs for my own games. There's absolutely no fluff, only the stuff that really works that's going to get you results. So all you have to do is click the link in the description below and join my indie game community. And this is for like-minded individuals. It's full of full-time developers like myself included, ready to help you through every obstacle you encounter on your journey to becoming a full-time game dev. So click the link in the description below and I will see you in there. Feel free to message me, send me some DMs, and I'm always active inside of that group. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe if you want to see more of this content. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe and peace out.